Shoppers usually come for a longer time. If you
It's
want to do the
Monday,
walks
March
around
30th.
The gallery and the Kiwiki Point.
Big changes.
3 hours might not be enough.
Big changes coming to one of the Byward Market's busiest garages, and the new rules are ruffling feathers.
Whitehead shot, hits a stick in front, they bang away at it, they score! Vandenberg knocks in his second rebound, and Ottawa goes up 4-1.
Well, you can stick to the Kingston bench.
And the Ottawa 67s take a 2-0 series lead over Kingston in the OHL playoffs, winning 4-3 at TD Place.
Canada, mark your calendar. The NDP comeback starts now.
And the federal New Democrats have chosen their next leader. Avi Lewis will lead Canada's new NDP. Your Morning Ottawa starts right now. Good morning, happy Monday. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edna.
I'm Melissa Lamb. Rosie is back, but
Yes.
Will is still away for today. So great to have you back.
So great to be back, finally back in the chair
Yes.
with you. Like you said, Will is not here today, but I feel like I brought the heat.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Tell us
okay.
where you were then,
Yes,
that you brought that
exactly.
heat.
Well, I feel like the weather's going to be even warmer today.
Yes, it
Finally.
will be. It
I was
will be.
watching while I was away, and we were barely above the freezing mark, sometimes well below it. But today we're talking double digits, I think, or
That's
somewhere
right.
close to it.
Double digits.
All
A
right.
beautiful day, but we're also talking freezing rain in the forecast. So unfortunately, we have a little mixture of everything. But yes, the good news is enjoy today. You won't be
Okay.
enjoying tomorrow.
Okay, we are warned,
That's right.
forewarned.
That's
Okay,
exactly it.
but first off, we're going to get to today's top stories. As of this morning, big changes are coming to how you can park at one of the largest parking garages in the Byward Market. The building at 70 Clarence Street is switching to a 3-hour pay and display system. The garage has parking for 290 vehicles plus 6 accessible spots. The changes come with mixed reaction from drivers and businesses.
That's terrible because I work at warehouse, and so sorry, it's only 3 hours you can park here?
Shoppers usually come for a longer time. If you want to do the walks around the gallery and the Kiwiki Point, 3 hours might not be enough.
I don't know why they decide, but that's not a good idea.
So we want to encourage people who want to park in the market, shop in the market, stay in the market, and eat in the market.
The move is part of a $200 million plan to revitalize the Byward Market and to encourage turnover for those visiting the area. The new system will also eliminate the morning special of $2 for anyone arriving after 6 a.m. and leaving before 11 a.m.
Tens of thousands of households in the city of Ottawa are set to have new garbage day collection. The city's new curbside collection contract starts today. The collection day could change for about half of Ottawa's households. If your day changes, the new day will cover all of your waste collection, including garbage, recycling, and organic items. We have more information on our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. And it's an early start to construction season on some of Ottawa's key routes. As of today, a major closure is beginning on Woodruff Avenue, which will be fully closed until fall between Richmond Roads and Deschênes. Other projects starting soon include new cycling infrastructure at Laurier and Elgin and continued work on Bank Street around Heron Road.
The federal NDP have chosen a new leader. Filmmaker and activist Avi Lewis won on the first ballot, beating out 4 other candidates in the race to replace Jagmeet Singh.
For 7 months of campaigning across this country and speaking to thousands upon thousands of Canadians, here's one thing I know for sure, and I want to say it out loud. Canada, mark your calendar. The NDP comeback starts now.
Lewis getting congratulations from supporters at the party's Winnipeg convention. The NDP was punished in last year's federal election where they lost official party status. The 58-year-old former journalist takes over a party with just 6 seats in the House of Commons and says he will not immediately seek a seat in the House. Prime Minister Mark Carney congratulating Lewis on being elected as NDP leader, writing, "As Prime Minister, I will always take a collaborative approach to how we build a stronger Canada. And I look forward to speaking about how we can work together to keep delivering for Canadians."
We are 1 month out from the tax deadline, and financial experts are encouraging people to avoid letting the deadline sneak up and to ensure you don't leave money on the table when you do file.
Keeping a folder or some type of a binder or a drawer where you could just put everything in and kind of keep track of your receipts, keep track of what happened throughout the year.
For those filing together, he says it's important to know who the larger earner is because shifting things like medical expenses or charitable donations can mean different things for different earners. The deadline to file is April 30th. The Ottawa 67s have gotten off to a perfect start so far in the playoffs.
Whitehead shot, hits a stick in front, they bang away at it, they score! Vandenberg knocks in his second rebound, and Ottawa...
Thomas Vandenberg scored his second of the game on the power play to put the 67s up 4-1 in the second. The Frontenacs would make it close, answering back with 2 goals in the third, but Ottawa would hang on, shutting the door on a potential comeback for the 4-3 win. Ottawa now takes a 2-0 series lead to Kingston. Game 3 is on Tuesday.
And continuing with sports, the Ottawa Charge picked up a huge 3 points in their push to make the PWHL playoffs. There you go. Ottawa's Peyton Hemp gets her first career PWHL goal to extend the Charge's lead to 2-0 in the second. That would also be your final score. Those 3 points will help Ottawa's playoff chances with 7 games remaining in the regular season. The Charge head back to the capital for their next game on Wednesday against Toronto.
Canada's biggest musical night of the year took place last night in Hamilton with live performances at the Junos from Canadian artists like the Arkells and R&B star Daniel Caesar.
Last night's event comes on the heels of an awards gala presentation with Tate McRae picking up several awards, including Single, Album, and Artist of the Year. The Weeknd and Justin Bieber were among some of the top nominees, although none of the A-listers were in attendance. But I can tell you one A-lister, one GOAT, who was there was Joni Mitchell. She picked up a Lifetime Achievement Award, so that was pretty amazing stuff.
What an honor, and so well deserved.
So true about that. So, Melissa, do we deserve like great weather?
It's going to, I think we always deserve great weather.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we don't always get it. Today we will.
Okay.
Which is great news.
I like that.
Absolutely. A high of 15 degrees, so the beautiful weather we saw yesterday will continue into your afternoon today. So we're way above average, and we won't be beating a record anytime soon. The sun should be up shortly around 6:46 and set 7:28, so almost setting after 7:30. Temperatures right now not too bad. We're sitting at 0 here in the market. There is no wind chill outside this morning, so these are how temperatures actually do feel. It's -1 in Kingston, 8 degrees in Brockville, so temperatures kind of all over the map this morning. In our skies, it will be a little bit cloudy to wake up. We will see some cloud coverage this morning, but then into the afternoon, pure sunshine on the way. So mainly sunny skies into your afternoon, a beautiful day. It will be very warm. As we head into tonight, that's when we're expecting some rain. After midnight is when we're expecting some rain. Now, we could see some freezing rain mixed in there. You'll see that we're kind of on the bubble between green and pink. So pink is this band of freezing rain that we're seeing. Green, of course, is the rain. So we really will see a mixture overnight tonight. This system will continue all throughout your day on Tuesday and right through into your Wednesday morning hours as well. So we are expecting this mixture of freezing rain and rain in the forecast over the next couple of days, unfortunately. So we do have a special weather statement in effect because we could see significant freezing rain on the way. We could see 20 to 40 millimeters of rain mixed in with some ice accumulation. So there is that special weather statement in effect. This is for areas of Cornwall, Hawkesbury, Ottawa, of course, down in Smiths Falls, Brockville, and areas out in the valley as well. So this is for tomorrow in through your day Tuesday on Wednesday. That's when we're expecting some mixture of rain, freezing rain in the forecast for us. Enjoy today because it will be absolutely beautiful outside. 15 degrees is the high. Lots of sunshine to be enjoyed throughout your Monday morning. 14 in Cornwall, 15 in Kemptville, 12 degrees in the valley. This really puts a smile on my face, seeing sunshine and, of course, these warm temperatures, which is so beautiful. 12 degrees in the valley, 14 degrees over in Gatineau. Unfortunately, not going to stick around as only today. That's absolutely beautiful as we head into the overnight, dropping to 0. Again, that freezing rain mixture into your start of your day tomorrow, continuing right through until Wednesday. So significant freezing rain mixture on the way Tuesday and through Wednesday. There is that special weather statement in effect. We could still see a few scattered showers mixed in with some snow on Thursday. The sunshine is back as we head towards the end of the work week. Temperatures this week kind of all over the map, but they will be on the warmer side over the colder side.
Weather is brought to you by Manatic Tree. Complete tree care from start to stump.
So no major trouble spots on your roads this morning. So far, traffic is moving well. We have no major collisions and no significant delays so far. Now here's your TSN must-see moment.
Hello, Jermaine Franklin in the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Sunday. And for it, we head to Washington, D.C. and some March Madness. Number 2 UConn facing number 1 Duke. The Huskies trailing with 10 seconds to go. Duke inbounds the ball. They can just hold it and end the game, but instead they try to push up court and turn it over. Oh, that's Braylon Mullins from deep. UConn takes the lead with less than a second left. They'd win the game and book their trip to the Final Four. Mullins throws himself into instant March Madness lore with an incredible shot. That is your must-see moment. And tonight on TSN, we've got more March Madness, the women's tournament, a pair of Elite 8 matchups. Coverage begins at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
Coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa. The Ottawa 67s take a 2-0 series lead over Kingston in the OWHL playoffs, and local businesses near TD Place are enjoying a boost. We're going to bring you that story just ahead. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam. You are watching Your Morning Ottawa, and we'll be right back. Good morning. Welcome back. Here are the big stories we are following today on Your Morning Ottawa. New changes are coming today to a popular Byward Market parking garage that is getting mixed reactions. The city's new curbside collection contract starts today, which means tens of thousands of households will have a new garbage collection day. Avi Lewis has been elected the new leader of the federal NDP. He beat out 4 other candidates in the race to replace Jagmeet Singh. Now, a check on the forecast. It looks like it's going to be a fairly warm day today. We're going to get into the double digits on the plus side. Sunny start for your morning, and then a mix of sun and clouds into the afternoon. We're expecting a high of 15 degrees. Take in the day, enjoy it, because we do have a special weather statement speaking on the potential for freezing rain beginning on Tuesday. And taking a look at your traffic, no major slowdowns right now. 6:15 on your Monday. Everything looking pretty smooth on the roadways. In case you missed it, the Ottawa 67s back on the ice Sunday, looking to build momentum after winning their first game of the OHL playoffs. The Barber Poles hosted the Kingston Frontenacs for Game 2 at TD Place Arena. They took a 2-0 lead in the series, winning 4-3. And beyond the ice, CTV's Josh Morano tells us there's a ripple effect where fans, food, and local businesses are all experiencing a playoff boost.
At TD Place, the stakes are higher, and for superfans Guy Prue and Lawrence Baldwin, Game 2 is another chance to bring the noise after a big opener.
The atmosphere alone was inside. I told him, I said, it feels energy, like everybody's pumped up.
Line, Bowes driving the net. Bowes throws it across. They score!
That Game 1 energy still lingering. The Ottawa 67 scoring 7 against the Kingston Frontenacs to start the series, and Peru says it's exactly what playoff hockey is all about.
That energy was great. Like, the crowd was right in it, and the players were right in it, and then it's starting to get a bit rough. Playoff hockey for sure.
Hope that it's going to be a high-scoring game like the last game. I saw it was 7-4 in the first game.
It's not just inside the arena. That excitement spilling into the glebe before puck drop.
We've been coming for lunch, then go to the games. I think I've done, 20 games so far this year.
The big event feeling is welcome news for nearby businesses, with playoff crowds bringing a noticeable bump.
The excitement with the fan base, the community, has been great. It's been growing and growing and growing, and even this year with the playoffs leading up down to the stretch, it's been awesome.
At spots like Craft Beer Market, the rush is steady and 67's jerseys are aplenty, with fans fueling up to let it all out in the arena.
Right from the puck drop, couple fights to start, the crowd got into it, and the young guys' faces, they were just so excited and played so hard. It was amazing.
Back inside, Baldwin says the fans have a role to play too, helping push their team as the series heats up and hoping it's a short one.
I'm actually going to this Thursday's game, the Game 4. Hopefully it's we take them Game 4. Might be interesting as a fan in there, but we'll see.
Josh Morano, CTV News.
Prime Minister Mark Carney has been in office for nearly a year now, but his attendance in question period in that time has been sparse. Why don't we check in with Bill Carroll from the Morning Rush on News Talk 580 CFRA to get his opinion on this fact. Good morning to you, Bill.
Good morning. I watched the Junos last night and I thought, why is our Prime Minister presenting a Lifetime Achievement Award to one of the most important artists this country has ever created? What's he doing? Don't turn this into a political night. Go to question period. That's where we need you. Man, he is having a lot of fun with his job, traveling the world and showing up playing the celebrity. It reminds me of someone else, someone named Trudeau. Do you remember that? You know that Justin Trudeau showed up in question period much more often than Mark Carney does. He shows up about 1/3 of the time for question period. 1/3. Justin Trudeau was more like 45%, and Stephen Harper was in around 60% mark. So you don't see prime ministers show up for every single question period, but this prime minister, I think, needs to do a lot better at being accountable to the Canadian people, the public. It's like the House of Commons has no meaning anymore as part of our parliamentary system of government. It's just they're treating it with such disrespect. I find it frustrating and annoying. And I also think that Mark Carney just doesn't want to face Pierre Poilievre day in and day out because that's a tough customer. And maybe he's running away a little bit. But it's time he stopped doing that. He's been prime minister for a year. Show up.
Okay, but Bill, in fairness, who wouldn't want to sit beside Joni Mitchell at the Junos?
Yeah, I understand that. I was taken aback a little bit by her speech as well. I think she struggled a little bit, so I don't want to be too critical. But the idea of saying, what a great prime minister and how lucky you all are, I live in the United States. Well, she could move back to Canada at any time if things are that bad as well. So I wasn't buying it. Just the blatant politics of it all. That's not why I tuned into the Junos. And if I could just say before we wrap up, Rush with the surprise opening at the Junos,
that was great,
followed by some great performances. I was so impressed by the quality of Canadian music last night. It was a really great show.
Agreed there, Bill. Agreed. Thank you so much. Great to see you, Bill. Have a great show.
See you later.
And remember, you can listen to The Morning Rush with Bill Carroll on News Talk 580 CFRA weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street. It's going to be a fairly mild day, a good-looking day as well, before a little bit of freezing rain heads our way on Tuesday. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. We'll be right back. It's Digital Detox Week on Your Morning Ottawa. So today, we are asking you to share your daily screen time with us. Now, be honest, how much time do you spend online? Let us know your thoughts. Email us at yourmorningottawa at CTV.ca. Do you have your phone with you? Oh, there it is, Melissa.
And you know what? I got the reminder. I think every Sunday I get the weekly report of how much time I've spent on my phone that week and my up or down in percentage. And this week I was extremely high, but I do have reasons behind it.
Tell us.
A, I got a new phone, so I had to transfer over all my old phones, so I was on it a lot, having to set things back up.
Okay.
Because you know you have to reset everything, all your apps and everything you have to re-log into everything. So, and also updating it, I had to spend a lot of time on my phone updating it. So I think that's why I was on a little bit more, but I was up a lot, and I was averaging 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
And it gave me the ick when I saw that. It gave me the, ooh, I'm glad we're having a digital detox week, because I need some digital detox in my life.
I'm so glad we're having this, because this discussion, because it brings it to light. Because a lot of times you're like, oh, no, I spent a couple hours. No big deal, no big deal. Then when you actually take the time to really analyze the amount of time that you spend staring at this little screen or bigger screen, it is absolutely incredible. Like, I didn't get my weekly report, or at least I didn't look at it, but I know I do. I spend a lot of time looking at the phone. What I'm trying to do now, do not doom scroll. If I'm on somewhere, I do become aware of it, and I go, wait, what am I doing here? Oh, right, nothing.
Yeah.
Just scrolling. So I'm trying to become more cognizant of that and scale it back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And I think it's important, because for us at home, my kids literally follow and watch what we do. And we've noticed now that my son has an iPad because he needs it for schooling, and he's already addicted to that iPad. So we've had to set like very strong rules around it. And like when we tell him it's time to log off, it's like, we mean business, and there's no fighting over it. Otherwise, you're going to be punished from it. So it is an addiction. I could see it. It starts at a young age. So we're trying to, like, you know, learn by example.
Scale that back.
So we're trying to be the example to show them that you don't always need your phone on you at all times.
All right, we're going to be hearing from you later on in the show. We are asking, how much time do you spend online? Send us your comments at Your Morning Ottawa at CTV.ca. We'll be right back after this short break. Good morning, Ottawa. Come on in, 6:30 on your Monday. So happy to be back. Welcome to Your Morning Ottawa. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and Will is away for today, but the whole gang will be back hopefully later on this week, which is exciting because it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It really has been a minute, and it's been a minute since it really was fairly warm out there. Temperatures were well above average, but it looks like we're going to get that today.
Beautiful day.
And we need to take that in because we've got some inclement weather headed our way.
Special weather statement in effect, freezing rain on the way Tuesday and through Wednesday. I'll give you the full details in a few minutes.
All right, we're going to get to today's top stories right now. As of this morning, big changes are coming to how you can park at one of the largest parking garages in the Byward Market. The building at 70 Clarence Street is switching to a 3-hour pay and display system. The garage has parking for 290 vehicles plus 6 accessible spots. The changes come with mixed reaction from drivers and businesses.
Hopefully it can get more people into the parking garage, people coming to do their shopping, and then, you know, leaving more quickly to make more room.
I usually have 8-hour shifts, so it's kind of inconvenient for me because I'd have to move my car.
I personally think it's a very bad idea for like people who are working here. It will bring some issue. They will have no parking.
The move is part of a $200 million plan to revitalize the Byward Market and to encourage turnover for those visiting the area. The new system will also eliminate the morning special of $2 for anyone arriving after 6 a.m. and leaving before 11 a.m.
Tens of thousands of households in the city of Ottawa are set to have new garbage day collection day. The city's new curbside collection contract starts today. The collection day could change for about half of Ottawa's households. If your day changes, the new day will cover all of your waste collection, including garbage, recycling, and organic items. We have more information on our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. And it is an early start to construction season on some of Ottawa's key routes. As of today, a major closure is beginning on Woodruff Avenue, which will be fully closed until the fall between Richmond Road and Deschênes. Other projects starting soon include new cycling infrastructure at Laurier and Elgin and continued work on Bank Street around Heron Road.
The federal NDP have chosen a new leader. Filmmaker and activist Avi Lewis won on the first ballot, beating out 4 other candidates in the race to replace Jagmeet Singh.
7 months of campaigning across this country and speaking to thousands upon thousands of Canadians, here's one thing I know for sure, and I want to say it out loud. Canada, mark your calendar. The NDP comeback starts now.
Lewis getting congratulations from supporters at the party's Winnipeg convention. The NDP was punished in last year's federal election where they lost official party status. The 58-year-old former journalist takes over a party with just 6 seats in the House of Commons and says he will not immediately seek a seat in the House. Prime Minister Mark Carney congratulating Lewis on being elected as NDP leader, writing, "As Prime Minister, I will always take a collaborative approach to how we build a stronger Canada, and I look forward to speaking about how we can work together to keep delivering for Canadians."
A historic road between Canada and the U.S. will be closed this summer. It's called Border Road, and it runs between Montana and Alberta near Coutts. The road is on the Montana side, but Alberta maintains it. People on both sides have been using it for decades, and starting in July, Border Road will be closed to Canadian traffic as part of the U.S. crackdown on border security. Alberta is now planning to build a parallel road. Now, we are 1 month out from the tax deadline, and financial experts are encouraging people to avoid letting the deadline sneak up and ensure you don't leave money on the table when you do file.
Keeping a folder or some type of a binder or a drawer where you could just put everything in and kind of keep a track of your receipts, keep track of what happened throughout the year.
For those filing together, he says it's important to know who the larger earner is because shifting things like medical expenses or charitable donations can mean different things for different earners. The deadline to file is April 30th.
We are now just days away from the Artemis II mission blasting into space toward the moon.
So we've sent Artemis 1, which was an uncrewed spacecraft that nobody on board, went around the moon and came back. That mission did not go as planned. There were some big surprises in terms of how the heat shield performed. So adjustments had to be made. It took a couple of years, but now we're ready for phase 2. And so this is Artemis 2. This is to send these 4 astronauts up around the moon and back and to test all the systems that are involved with that so that we can move on to Artemis 3 and then Artemis 4, which will be landing on the moon and walking around.
The Artemis II mission faced multiple delays in the lead up to the launch. The crew is expected to take off April 1st at 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time. This will be the first human moon mission in more than half a century, with the crew set to orbit around the moon, paving the way for a moon landing in 2028.
A pre-Easter heist means there could be a shortage of Kit Kat bars in Europe.
Okay, so the company says a shipment of the chocolate bars weighing around 12 tons has gone missing. It's roughly 414,000 Kit Kat bars. Nestle says it's not clear what happened, but a truck traveling to Italy from Poland with the goods never arrived.
So the question in our minds is, could it have been the Easter Bunny getting ready for the Easter long weekend? And Kit Kat used to be one of my, when I was able to eat chocolate and gluten, it was one of my favorites. I love the Kit Kat bar. It's so good.
I have to say, yeah, Kit Kat is up there with me. One of my favorites. I just love it. And I love the way it's made. You just break off the piece and you have one, and then all of a sudden you have 8. It's like, I don't know how that happens, but it just happens.
Absolutely. So delicious. And as we head into the Easter long weekend, it's not going to be so bad into the weekend, but we do have some messy weather on the way over the next few days. Mostly cloudy this morning, sunny and warm into the afternoon, but yes, we do have freezing rain on the way. Temps right now sitting at 0. It does feel closer to -4 this morning. It's nice and clear out there, so we will see sunshine in through your day ahead for us today. Pardon me. And then as we head into overnight tonight, we are expecting some rain mixed in with some freezing rain. So we do have a special weather statement in effect. You can see we're going to kind of be in a mixture of the both between rain and freezing rain, and we're going to kind of flip-flop tonight in through your day on Wednesday. So we're going to see significant wet weather on the way, some messy weather with that freezing rain as well. And we could see quite, pardon me, a lot of rain on the way, 20 to 40 millimeters of rain. Mix it with that freezing rain. So we could see freezing rain right through until Wednesday morning. So messy weather on the way Tuesday and through Wednesday. Special weather statement in effect because of the freezing rain. We could see ice accumulation on top of 20 to 40 millimeters of freezing rain. Today, beautiful 15 degrees is the high, sunshine. Gorgeous day to get outside. Please enjoy because as we know, tomorrow is going to be quite messy. 14 degrees in the valley, so pretty warm temperatures on the way. 0 is the overnight low. 2 for tomorrow, 8 for Wednesday. So special weather statement in effect for Tuesday right through until Wednesday. We're expecting that rain, freezing rain combo over the next couple of days. It will clear up then finally as we head into the long weekend on Friday. 6 degrees is the high. We could see some sun.
Weather brought to you by Manotick Place Retirement Community, a community you can call home.
And on your road, still no problem east to west. Traffic is smooth sailing this hour. We are collision free.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers, 1-800-JUSTICE.
Coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa, the federal New Democrats have elected their next leader. CTV's Scott Hurst joins us next to tell us more about Avi Lewis's victory at the NDP convention this weekend. Here's a live look through our sky cam. It's going to be a fairly mild day today. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. We'll be right back. Good morning. Here are the big stories happening today on Your Morning Ottawa. New changes are coming today to a popular Byward Market parking garage that is getting mixed reactions. The city's new curbside collection contract starts today, which means tens of thousands of households will have a new garbage collection day. And Avi Lewis has been elected the new leader of the federal NDP. He beat out 4 other candidates in the race to replace Jagmeet Singh. Now, a check on the forecast.
Beautiful and sunny into the afternoon. 15 degrees is the high for today. 0 is the overnight low. So enjoy today because tomorrow, special weather statement in effect. We're expecting rain mixed in with freezing rain. We could see quite a bit of rain as well. 20 to 40 millimeters of rain mixed in with that freezing rain. And it'll kind of linger Tuesday and through your Wednesday morning hours as well. So significant messy weather on the way Tuesday and through Wednesday. Still no major issues on your roads this morning. Traffic is looking great. We aren't seeing any major issues east to west. And the great news is we are collision free.
The NDP chose a new leader over the weekend.
7 months of campaigning across this country and speaking to thousands upon thousands of Canadians, here's one thing I know for sure, and I want to say it out loud. Canada, mark your calendar. The NDP comeback starts now.
Eco-socialist Avi Lewis cruised to victory over the weekend, winning on the first ballot in the leadership vote at the federal NDP convention in Winnipeg, garnering 54% of the ballots cast. Let's check in right now with CTV News correspondent Scott Hurst. Good morning to you, Scott. So with Avi Lewis as the new leader, what does this mean for the federal NDP party?
Good morning, Rosie. As you heard from Lewis himself saying the NDP comeback starts now, and as you mentioned, defeating his rivals to claim the spot and to now become the federal NDP leader on the first ballot, well over nearly 40,000 votes from the close to 70,000 cast as part of this leadership convention. So it is a decisive win for the party, taking the stage to chants of his name, saying his party is back and that the tent is growing. Lewis, a Vancouver-based filmmaker and author, had run twice as a federal NDP candidate unsuccessfully in 2021 and 2025, pitching himself now as a leader who can bring the NDP to form government, as he says, that serves the many, not the money. He was largely seen as the frontrunner throughout this 7-month campaign and pledged to ultimately disrupt Canada's wealth concentration with his campaign platforms, including blocking any new pipelines, imposing a wealth tax on the 1%, implementing a national rent cap, and creating public options for groceries. And so it really is a decisive win for the new NDP leader, Rosie.
A decisive win for the leader, but with only 6 seats in Parliament and no party status, how tough of a fight will it be for Lewis to rebuild the NDP?
Really, there's no question this is going to be a challenging time for the federal NDP, but with the leadership campaign now in the rearview mirror, the rebuilding with a new face at the helm can begin. As you heard from Lewis himself, in that direction, the New Democrats' hope will be towards more seats in the House of Commons, which they hope and believe will mean getting results for everyday Canadians. As you mentioned, the NDP at the federal level currently only holds 6 seats in the House of Commons. As a result, have lost official party status and therefore really a limited ability to use the parliamentary mechanisms to better hold the government to account. So the big question here, what is next for the new leader? What's next for the party? And of course, it is a fight for relevancy, but also rebuilding bridges internally, first and foremost, between the federal NDP and some provincial parties. So his win is really applauded by many, celebrated by many, including Manitoba Premier, NDP leader of that provincial party, Wab Kinew. And however, others have expressed disappointment, Rosie. The Alberta and Saskatchewan NDP putting out statements saying his views run contrary to the party's working class roots. So, of course, there's a fight for relevancy nationally, but also some bridges that need to be mended internally, Rosie.
CTV News correspondent Scott Hurst. Scott, thank you very much.
Thanks, Rosie.
Okay, so it is Digital Detox Week right here on Your Morning Ottawa. So today we asked, how much time do you spend online? And here's what some of you had to say.
Catherine says, I probably spend more time online than I'd like to, but running my small business means showing up on social media. It's not really something I can disconnect from.
Okay, that's very true.
Makes sense. Absolutely. You got to run that business. Yeah, and it's so great that we could do it on our phones now, right?
It is wonderful, right? You don't necessarily have to hire a big PR firm to get your company brand out there. You can do it yourself. It does mean a lot more work for you and more screen time and more digital time, but it could help the business, so I get that. And Richard says a couple of hours on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Richard, I hear you. I can get lost down that YouTube rabbit hole, show after show, podcast. It is not easy to pull your eyes away from social media.
The thing I love about
digital.
YouTube, you can find everything
I know!
on there now, which is so fantastic. Like if you don't know how to do something, you put it on YouTube and there's your full tutorial on how to do it, which I love.
I tell you, let's keep the conversation going. Thank you so much for your response there. We are asking, how much time do you spend online? Send us your comments at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. It is Monday. We will be right back. Good morning, Ottawa.
It is time now for your morning fix, and after blasting off last weekend's box office, Project Hail Mary is back in the top spot.
You're the only scientist who might know what this is.
I'm just a teacher at Grover Cleveland Middle.
The sci-fi film starring Ryan Gosling brought in another $54.5 million US across North America in its second weekend. It's the top-grossing Hollywood film of the year so far. Disney's Pixar's animated movie Hoppers was second with $12.2 million in ticket sales. Action comedy horror They Will Kill You debuted in third with $5 million.
Can I just say, of course I saw Project Hail Mary, and it restores your your hope in humanity.
Okay.
And I need to see it again.
Oh, it's that good.
Yeah, I
It's that
definitely need
good.
to see it again, and because it was not
A lot to
super
take
long,
in.
but yeah, it was a beautiful film, and Ryan killed it.
So good.
Did a great job.
I can't wait to see it if I ever get there.
You will.
I'll probably see Hoppers first.
Okay.
To be honest.
Yeah, we got to do that first, and then.
And then maybe.
Right.
Well, the Junos took place last night in Hamilton, Ontario, and Nelly Furtado gave a touching speech after being honored by the Canadian Music Hall of Fame.
Canada's always cared about art. Canada's always cared about culture. I'm a product of that. Growing up and feeling like
Joni Mitchell was also awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award by Prime Minister Mark Carney, and Rockers Rush delivered an energizing surprise performance to open up the show. There's Joni Mitchell.
It was something. That shot that you're seeing right there,
moment.
they closed out the show with this wonderful tribute to Joni Mitchell. Sarah McLachlan was there, Julie Black singing her wonderful hits, and then Joni would jump in. She took the mic. She'd sing a little bit here and there, and everybody was like, all hail Joni Mitchell. It was a wonderful tribute. She seemed to have had a great time. She's had some health issues, and she talks about how those health issues and emergencies actually helped her in the long run. She quit smoking because of it. She's now in a home where there are a lot of women and people who help her, and so she's on that road to recovery, and it was wonderful to see her there.
Oh, I love it. I love the recap that you just gave us for those who didn't get to stay up to watch it. So I appreciate that. And this really is some news to get excited over.
I told my mom first, and I freaked out, and then she freaked out. We freaked out together. I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is so much.
So Emily from Northern Saskatchewan has been named a Lawrence Scholar. She is one of 36 students across Canada honored out of more than 5,000 who applied. Outside of school, Emily is also a volunteer firefighter. She's also a licensed glider pilot.
Oh my gosh.
As a Lawrence Scholar, Emily will receive financial and mentorship support in university.
Bravo!
I mean, I don't know how old she is, but that's a pretty incredible resume. A volunteer firefighter and a glider pilot. Like, I mean, incredible stuff.
Very deserving, no doubt about that.
Big things to come in her world.
There you go. All right, coming up in the next hour, we discuss the newly expanded HST rebate for home buyers in Ontario and what it could mean for you. We share some ideas for putting the phone down and giving yourself a digital detox. I need some of those tips for sure. And we sit down with the Ottawa Little Theatre to discuss their latest production. It is a quirky, dark comedy that is sure to tickle your funny bone. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. Day is breaking. It's going to be a fairly mild one out there, so hopefully you'll be able to get out and enjoy it. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa.
Ready to grow your green thumb this season? Join us every Friday as we plant the seeds for gardening success with local experts.
Good to Grow on CTV Your Morning Ottawa. Fridays. Brought to you in part by Robert Plant Greenhouses.
First responders are a family that is 4 times as likely to suffer from mental health disorders. The Ottawa First Responders Foundation provides wellness supports for currently serving and retired Ottawa fire, police, and paramedic personnel and their families. In this family, no one stands alone. Help support those who are there for you. For information and to make a donation, visit ottawafrf.ca.
Tamarack Ottawa Race Weekend returns May 23rd and 24th, and it's never too early to join Canada's biggest running celebration. From the full and the half marathons to the 10K, the 5K, and the 2K, there's a distance for everyone. Register early to save on fees, jumpstart your training, and get ahead on fundraising in the Desjardins Charity Challenge. Join thousands at the start line and be a part of something amazing. Visit runottawa.ca for more information.
It's Monday, March 30th.
Shoppers usually come for a longer time. If you want to do the walks around the gallery and the Kiwiki Point, 3 hours might not be enough.
Big changes coming to one of the Byward Market's busiest parking garages, and the new rules are ruffling feathers.
They scored!
The Ottawa Charge pick up 3 points in their push for the PWHL playoffs.
Canada, mark your calendar. The NDP comeback starts now.
And the federal New Democrats have chosen their next leader. Avi Lewis will lead Canada's NDP. Your Morning Ottawa starts right now. Good morning. Come on in. Welcome. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and Will is away for today.
Yes, we're so glad that you can start your day with us, and we're also glad that today is going to be a fairly mild one, but you are going to be talking about a weather statement that Environment Canada has issued for a little bit later on this week.
That's right. Unfortunately, we do have some messy weather on the way, Tuesday and through Wednesday, freezing rain. I'll give you the full details in a few minutes.
Okay, we're going to start off with today's top stories. As of this morning, big changes are coming to how you can park at one of the largest parking garages in the Byward Market. The building at 70 Clarence Street is switching to a 3-hour pay and display system. The garage has parking for 290 vehicles plus 6 accessible spots. The changes come with mixed reaction from drivers and businesses.
That's terrible because I work at warehouse, and so sorry, it's only 3 hours you can park here?
Shoppers usually come for a longer time. If you want to do the walks around the gallery and the Kiwiki Point, 3 hours might not be enough.
I don't know why they decide, but that's not a good idea.
So we want to encourage people who want to park in the market, shop in the market, stay in the market, and eat in the market.
The move is part of a $200 million plan to revitalize the Byward Market and to encourage turnover for those visiting the area. The new system will also eliminate the morning special of $2 for anyone arriving after 6 a.m. and leaving before 11 a.m.
Tens of thousands of households in the city of Ottawa are set to have a new garbage day collection. The city's new curbside collection contract starts today. The collection day could change for about half of Ottawa's households. If your day changes, the new day will cover all of your waste collection, including garbage, recycling, and organic items. We have more information on our website at ctvnewsottawa.ca. And it's an early start to construction season on some of Ottawa's key routes. As of today, major closures are beginning on Woodruff Avenue, which will be fully closed until the fall between Richmond Road and Deschênes. Other projects starting soon include new cycling infrastructure at Laurier and Elgin and continued work on Bank Street around Heron Road.
The federal NDP have chosen a new leader. Filmmaker and activist Avi Lewis won the first ballot, beating out 4 other candidates in the race to replace Jagmeet Singh.
7 months of campaigning across this country and speaking to thousands upon thousands of Canadians, here's one thing I know for sure, and I want to say it out loud. Canada, mark your calendar. The NDP comeback starts now.
Lewis getting congratulations from supporters at the party's Winnipeg convention. The NDP was punished in last year's federal election where they lost official party status. The 58-year-old former journalist takes over a party with just 6 seats in the House of Commons and says he will not immediately seek a seat in the House.
The Ottawa 67s have gotten off to a perfect start so far in the playoffs.
Whitehead shot, hits a stick in front, they bang away at it, they score! Vandenberg knocks in his second rebound.
Thomas Vandenberg scored his second of the game on the power play to put the 67s up 4-1 in the second period. The Frontenacs would make it close, answering back with 2 goals in the third, but Ottawa would hang on, shutting the door on a potential comeback win for the 4-3 win. Ottawa now takes a 2-0 series lead to Kingston. Game 3 is on Tuesday.
And continuing with sports, the Ottawa Charge picked up a huge 3 points in their push to make the PWHL playoffs. Ottawa's Peyton Hemp gets her first career PWHL goal to extend the Charge's lead to 2-0 in the second. That would also be your final score. Those 3 points will help Ottawa's playoff chances with 7 games remaining in the regular season. The Charge head back to the capital for their next game on Wednesday against Toronto.
And the king of the Rockies is awake.
Oh, look at this guy. Banff's most famous bear, named the Boss, was spotted on Friday. This video captured by Mitch Wilson near Banff. The Boss is a male grizzly, also known as Bear 122. It's estimated he's about 28 or 29 years old, and he's fathered around half the grizzly cubs in Banff National Park.
He has also reportedly survived being hit by a train more than a decade ago.
One tough bear.
He's the notorious bear. See, this is one reason why I love social media, is we get to see glimpses of the Boss,
Look
right?
at
I love when
that.
this comes up on my For You page.
Yeah, that's incredible. It's a big old bear.
Yeah, just like him from afar through digital, would be terrified if I saw him in person.
I'm here with you on that.
Yes, stay very far away. We do have your weather picture of the day for us today, and here's a beautiful photo sent in to us. This is from Anne, who just wanted to share this picture of this beautiful little turkey in the parking lot at Canada Costco.
Weather picture brought to you by Box Me Up. Moving, staging, renovating, just box me up.
And of course, we want to see your weather pictures as well, and you can be featured right here on the show. Find us at weathershots@ctv.ca. Again, that email address is weathershots@ctv.ca. And for our forecast today, above average temperatures, 15 degrees is the daytime high. The sun is up and will set tonight just before 7:30, around 7:28 p.m. Temps right now, we're still sitting at 0. It does feel closer to -3, -4 with that wind chill. So a slight wind chill out there this hour, but overall not too bad start of a morning. -2 currently in Cornwall, -1 is where you're sitting right now in Kingston. So it is still slightly cloudy out there, but we are still seeing some sunshine, mix of sun and cloud this morning, but mainly sunny and through your day ahead. So hardly any clouds to see later on this afternoon. Overnight tonight, after midnight, and that's when we're expecting some rain to begin. So we're expecting rain into the overnight, mixed in with some freezing rain, and we're going to see bands of freezing rain throughout the day on Tuesday and through Wednesday. You can see we're kind of on the bubble between a mixture of freezing rain and rain, so we will really see a combination of both over the next couple of days. This is for Tuesday and through Wednesday, so the green is the rain and the pink is the freezing rain. It won't clear up until Wednesday morning, and we could see quite a bit of accumulation on the way. So there is a special weather statement in effect where we are expecting that freezing rain combination, 20 up to 40 millimeters of rain mixed in with freezing rain starting overnight tonight and continuing right through until Wednesday morning. So that's why we have this special weather statement in effect. It is quite extensive. It covers areas of Hawkesbury, Cornwall, for us here in Ottawa, down along the 401 to Brockville, as well as areas out in the valley. So messy weather on the way tomorrow and through Wednesday. 15 degrees is the high. This is for today, so beautiful sunny day. Great for kids heading back to school, heading to recess. It's going to be a beautiful day to get outside. Similar temps across the region. Everybody in those double digits today, which is beautiful. Way above seasonal. 14 in Gatineau, 12 is your daytime high in the valley. Overnight tonight dropping to 0, so that's why we're expecting rain, freezing rain combination. Temperatures between +1 and -1, that's when we typically see freezing rain. Tomorrow's daytime high is 2 degrees, so that's why we will see a combination of some rain mixed in with that freezing rain. Again, 20 to 40 millimeters of rain mixed in with freezing rain Tuesday and through Wednesday. So a messy couple of days in the forecast for us. It should end Wednesday morning, but still seeing some scattered showers into Wednesday afternoon, a high of 8 degrees. Slightly cooler on Thursday, where we could see some snow mixed in with some rain. A little bit of sunshine for Friday, and overall the weekend is looking quite mild.
7-day weather forecast brought to you by Davidson Hearing Aid Centers, celebrating over 80 years in family business.
And eastbound on the 417, it's slowing down at Bayshore and through Maitland. Westbound on the 174, we're also seeing build-up at 10th line in through Montreal Road.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford announced a big change to the HST rebate for home buyers in Ontario.
No matter if you're a first-time buyer, second, or a 10-time buyer, you're getting the HST deducted. This rebate will deliver nearly $2.2 billion in tax relief, kickstart the construction of 8,000 additional homes.
The HST rebate on new homes was previously only available to first-time home buyers under the federal GST HST first-time home buyers rebate. But for a one-year period, The province is proposing that the offer be extended to all buyers in the province. According to the Ford government, homes valued at up to $1.5 million would be eligible for a maximum of $130,000 in tax relief. So why don't we bring in Jason Burgraff from the Greater Ottawa Home Builders Association to get his reaction to the news for our Money Monday segment today. Good morning to you, Jason.
Good morning, Rosie.
Good morning to you. So there's the announcement.
Yes.
HST removed for new homes, not just for first-time home buyers. Anybody, whether it's your first home, your third home, what have you.
That's right.
Will this make a difference? Will this actually spur on the purchasing of new homes? Will that market all of a sudden come to life again?
Yeah, I think that's really going to happen because we've had so many people sort of on the sidelines waiting for this announcement to happen. I mean, the federal government has been signaling since last March that it was going to drop the HST. The provincial government has talked about it since the fall. So now things are finally in place. So even for, say, someone who is in a townhouse now and they want to move up to a bigger house, that $130,000 can make all the difference in the world for you qualifying.
Okay, so talking about home buyers, purchasers, what about home builders? Will this spur on the building of new homes?
Well, the big thing is the only way builders can build is people to come into showrooms, to come to model homes, to sign up, to put down their deposits. And so we've seen the pent-up demand sitting there waiting because everyone's waiting for this tax relief. So once people kind of come in, they say, hey, I want to sign in the bottom line. Builders in Ottawa are ready to start going.
Now, do you think that we need more long-term solutions to once again continue to build the confidence in buyers and in builders so that we can get these homes built? Because I believe the federal government, through a study, believes that we need several million homes built over the next few years so as to accommodate all of our population and those looking into getting into the housing market.
Yeah, my hope is that this will translate into long-term. Maybe it's almost considered like a pilot right now.
Sure.
But if the government sees that it's got significant pickup, that it produces the amount of housing that it wants to see, then it always has the option to extend this later on. So that will just kind of continue that momentum. And we've seen that with federal changes to tax around rental construction. They made those changes in the fall of 24.
Sure.
And then 2025 saw tons of for-purpose rental construction. So the government can make those things that spur construction.
So Jason, do you think that this announcement will have a specific effect on Ottawa?
I want Ottawa's sales to double. Last year we had about 3,000 new home sales. To accommodate our growing population, and as Ottawa grows to like 1.7 million till 2051, we need easily double that amount of sales, and then the rental construction on top of that. So it's really incumbent now, people, this is the best deal you're going to get on a new home. Now it's time, whether you've been in a home before or if you're an existing home, get out there and put your money down because this is as good as relief as we're going to get.
Yeah, we're getting that tax relief on new homes.
Yes.
Okay. Jason Burgraff from the Greater Ottawa Home Builders Association. It's so good to just come in here and pick your brain with this really big news here.
Yeah, happy to come anytime, and always, of course, happy to talk about housing, and let's hope for a really good year this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jason.
Thanks, Rosie.
Melissa.
Well, coming up, we are experiencing the hottest decade on record. We speak to an expert to explain what it all means. Our guest is standing by in the Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge. Here's a live look for a Centennial Glass sky cam this morning. Bright and sunny to start off your day and very warm this afternoon. 15 degrees is your daytime high for your Monday morning. Good morning, Ottawa. Right now sitting at 0, feels like -4. It is 7:14.
The UN Weather Agency is warning that we are experiencing the hottest years on record, with the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres saying now is the time to act.
The state of the global climate is in a state of emergency. Planet Earth is being pushed beyond its limits. Every key climate indicator is flashing red. That is the clear message of the latest report from the World Meteorological Organization.
Today, we are joined by Alexandra Mallet, a professor from Carleton University, to tell us what this all means. Good morning to you, Professor.
Good morning,
Good
Rosie.
morning. Good
Happy
morning.
to be here.
It's great for you to come in here, break it all down for us. Like, how dire is this need here? The hottest decade. How dire is it to bring those temperatures down?
Yeah, so what it means is that we are experiencing climate change now. I think about when I was younger and there were various models, etc. That was all the hypothetical. Now we're experiencing it. So it's going to mean longer and hotter heat waves, more intense heat waves, and things like, for instance, when you go out hiking. I love hiking in the summer. I don't know about you if you have any pets, but like tick medicine, tick checks, etc. Thinking about our kids in schools. I mean, I don't know about your kids, but like mine are like hot. So, we really need to think about what this means and how to adapt.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, why don't we move on here and talk about the implications? Because some people think, well, it's a little bit warmer. I like the heat. That's great. But there are other implications here. It's not just that it's hotter. It does actually affect our environment.
Exactly. Because the challenge is you may have heard the saying, we can't air condition our way out of this, in the sense that basically humans definitely need to keep cool, so that's important. But if we look at our ecosystems, what can animals and plants do, etc., and then we get things like vector-borne diseases and so on. And so what can happen is basically we can't adapt quickly enough. Nevertheless, we have to adapt now. And so that means things like, so for instance, I was talking about schools, could there be a possibility to have heat pumps in schools, for instance, to keep our kids cool so that they can learn properly, for instance.
Okay.
So that's another example. But in addition to adaptation, it also is a call to action in terms of we need to do things quickly. And there can be other benefits, not only with respect to climate, but we're also in a situation where there's energy security issues. Think of the war in Iran. If you drove in today, how much the cost of gasoline is. So could there be a way actually to move away from fossil fuels? So for instance, maybe hybrid vehicles, etc., because we need to get greenhouse gases down quickly.
Okay, and we need policy changes to come into effect to help that happen even more efficiently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for instance, I understand that the Government of Canada is releasing their national electricity strategy very quickly, and there are incentives for clean energy. Well, what exactly are those incentives? Could there be incentives so that each home has a battery and solar panel, given the extreme weather events? I don't know about you, but I was here in Ottawa when the catastrophic winds hit. Were you around in May?
Derecho.
Yeah. And so we didn't have power for a week. And you can imagine if anybody remembers all of the electricity lines down, etc.
Yes.
And so we need things like this to basically acknowledge that the world is changing, or our climate is changing, and so we need politicians to act. Think back to 2019 when we had Greta Thunberg, and no, it wasn't a rock concert in Montreal. There were 500,000 people in Montreal, all demanding action from government.
I mean, you get through climate change, you can get more severe weather.
Yes,
And
exactly.
That's how another way in which we are affected. Now, you've got a little display behind you there. I don't want you to walk into it. We'll get to that in a minute there. But just let's go to community level here. Let's go to that last one and talk about how we can make a difference, because it's not too late.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm a firm optimist. I think of all the changes I've seen in my lifetime. So at the community level, for instance, I work with the Dene community, Indigenous community north of the Arctic Circle, remote community where since 2016 they've had a diesel, solar, battery system in place, and it's a microgrid. So basically it provides electricity for the whole community, and as you can imagine, in the Arctic Circle, they get sun for many months of the year, but many months of the year they don't. But nevertheless, their electricity outages drop substantially, and that was a demand from the community as well as incentives from the federal government that made that happen.
We are talking with Alexandra Mallet about climate change and what we can do to help mitigate this problem here and cool cool those temperatures off a bit here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So I can explain this a little bit.
Actually, we don't we don't have any more time, but I know that this is what, a solar panel.
This is a solar panel battery. Yeah, you can use this, and this is like to charge your refrigerator, a laptop, etc. This would be to charge your phone.
Using that solar energy can definitely help. Alexandra Mallet, thank you very much for coming by.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate
Yes.
you.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Melissa, over to you.
Well, it is Digital Detox Week this week on Your Morning Ottawa, so why not put down the phone and pick up an instrument? And that's exactly what we're doing here this morning. Dylan Dimitru is here from Long and McQuaid. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning.
I'm so excited that you're back because it's a great time to really learn a musical instrument.
Absolutely.
Tell us about some of the benefits of learning music.
Some of the benefits of learning music, it can help your memory, it can help your muscle dexterity, it can build community if you're playing with bands or groups or orchestras or anything, and it can help like with, especially with kids, with pattern building. And like remember fingerings and all that good brain activity.
And it's so great to put the phone down, put the iPads down, and really learn something new. And you could do that with Long and McQuaid as well.
Yes, Long and McQuaid offers lessons of a variety of instruments. At the Ottawa store, which is based in Hunt Club, South Keys, we offer viola, violin, cello, flute, clarinet, saxophone, drums, guitar, bass guitar, almost anything.
Wow, that's incredible. That's a big variety. And you can also rent out instruments as well.
Which is one thing that we do for, especially with the little kids. Parents sometimes think about buying, but we say that you can definitely rent because kids' minds can change all the time.
And they may think like, you know what, I want to play the guitar, they get it, and then they want to try something like the clarinet.
Exactly. So you can definitely rent at all locations. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so today you're going to teach me the clarinet.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, this is a tricky one. It's a challenging one.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Just a little.
I love that you're giving me a challenge here today.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the clarinet.
Okay, so with the clarinet, first what you're going to want to do is, this is called the ligature, this silver thing, and the reed helps with the vibrations.
Okay.
For the making the sound. So what you're going to want to do is put the reed in your mouth and get it all wet.
The whole piece, or like?
No, just the cane part.
The cane?
Yeah.
So like
the thin part. Yeah.
Okay, is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
hopefully
what you're going to want to do is
stick it back in.
Yeah. So sorry if you don't mind.
That's okay.
And then you're going to want like a little sliver just like that.
Okay.
Because with the clarinet, if it's too high, you won't make a sound, and if it's too low, you won't make a sound.
Oh, so you have to have the perfect spot for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're going to tighten it up.
Yep. And then what you're going to want to do, I unfortunately forgot my own mouthpiece.
You forgot your mouthpiece today. All right, so you're going to teach me without a mouthpiece.
Yes.
That's all right.
So you're going to put your right hand on the bottom.
Yep.
And then your left hand here, not touching any keys.
Okay.
And then you're going to want to put your top lips right here on top. And then your bottom right there. Close around. Yep. And then blow.
Where does my tongue go? On the reed or no?
No. No tongue.
Okay. Oh my God, this is so hard. Okay. One more time. It doesn't feel like I'm blowing into anything.
Okay, so put your top teeth here.
Okay.
And then it's like, did you ever play recorder in elementary school?
I did.
Yeah, very similar to that.
What the? It doesn't sound like there's a hole to blow into. I'm so confused. Okay. How hard am I supposed to be blowing? Pretty hard?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this a trick? Is this even a fool's joke?
There we go.
All right, I found it.
There we go.
Oh, okay. That is hard. I'm not going to lie at the beginning, but once you figure out the way how to do it correctly, then you're able to connect with the music.
Yes.
And I won't even ask you to tell me how to do this because at this stage we just got to get.
But you already played a note.
Music. Okay, I did?
Yes.
Oh.
With nothing, no fingerings, and just blowing, that's a G. Yeah. There we go.
that gets the lungs going. You know what? That would be some good exercises for my lungs as I deal with a little bit of a cough.
And good core.
Yeah,
good core.
you really do get the core muscles. Thank you so much for showing me how to work this today.
No,
and where can people find you guys for more information, of course, to maybe try it out for themselves?
Yeah, longamcquaid.com. And then there should be a link for our lessons center. My location is at 1193 Hunt Club Road in Southeast.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure. Rosie, are you ready for one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I could do it one more time. No pressure. Put my hands properly.
Better and better each time.
Nice work,
I should have been a
Melissa.
musician, Rosie.
Nice work. All right. Coming up, learning about how you look through your child's eyes. Ashley and Gord from Ottawa's Pure Country 94 are having that discussion this morning. We're going to bring you that just ahead. Just after 7:30 on your Monday. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and Will is away for today. That was fun, getting to learn how to play the clarinet.
If at first you don't succeed, you tried, and you got it.
Exactly. And you know, at first it was very complicated. I'm like, I don't understand it. And then once you get the feeling of how to do it, then it's like, it's easy.
It must have been wonderful to get that sound finally come out
no
there.
Pressure, but
Very
there
nice.
was pressure.
Yeah, and no pressure as far as the weather is concerned, but I am going to put some pressure on you.
Yes.
Because it would be nice to have a nice warm day, and I think we're going to get that today, right?
We'll get it today, not tomorrow. So if you have any outdoor activities or things you want to get done, do it today.
Okay, we are forewarned, but right now we're going to get to today's top stories. As of this morning, big changes are coming to how you can park at one of the largest parking garages in the Byward Market. The building at 70 Clarence Street is switching to a 3-hour pay and display system. The garage has parking for 290 vehicles plus 6 accessible spots. The changes come with mixed reaction from drivers and businesses.
Hopefully it can get more people into the parking garage, people coming to do their shopping, and then, leaving more quickly to make more room.
I usually have 8-hour shifts, so it's kind of inconvenient for me because I'd have to move my car.
I personally think it's a very bad idea for people who are working here. It will bring some issue. They will have no parking.
The move is part of a $200 million plan to revitalize the Byward Market and to encourage turnover for those visiting the area. The new system will also eliminate the morning special of $2 for anyone arriving after 6 a.m. and leaving before 11 a.m.
Tens of thousands of households in the city of Ottawa are set to have new garbage day collection. The city's new curbside collection contract starts today. The collection could change for about half of Ottawa's households. If your day changes, the new day will cover all of your waste collection, including garbage, recycling, and organic items. We have more information on our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. And it's an early start to construction season on some of Ottawa's key routes. As of today, a major closure is beginning on Woodruff Avenue, which will be fully closed until the fall between Richmond and Deschênes. Other projects starting soon include new cycling infrastructure at Laurier and Elgin and continued work on Bank Street around Heron Road.
The federal NDP have chosen a new leader. Filmmaker and activist Avi Lewis won the first ballot, beating out 4 other candidates in the race to replace Jagmeet Singh.
For 7 months of campaigning across this country and speaking to thousands upon thousands of Canadians, here's one thing I know for sure, and I want to say it out loud. Canada, mark your calendar. The NDP comeback starts now.
Lewis getting congratulations from supporters at the party's Winnipeg convention. The NDP was punished in last year's federal election where they lost official party status. The 58-year-old former journalist takes over a party with just 6 seats in the House of Commons and says he will not immediately seek a seat in the House. Prime Minister Mark Carney congratulating Lewis on being elected as NDP leader, writing, "As Prime Minister, I will always take a collaborative approach to how we build a stronger Canada. And I look forward to speaking about how we can work together to keep delivering for Canadians." Oil prices are again up this morning over the possibility of a ground invasion in Iran. And that means fuel costs will keep going up.
You had, 40, 50 cent increases in liters. Gas for automobile, the price of aviation fuel has doubled.
Airlines are reacting to the higher cost of fuel. The price of a plane ticket is up. Porter has now put a $40 fuel charge in place for some tickets. The airline says the charge is expected to be temporary. As for drivers, analyst Dan McTagg says the average price in Ottawa is around $1.75 a liter, and he expects those prices to hold until Wednesday.
A historic road between Canada and the U.S. will be closed this summer. It's called Border Road, and it runs between Montana and Alberta near Coots. The road is on the Montana side, but Alberta maintains it. People on both sides have been using it for decades. Starting in July, Border Road will be closed to Canadian traffic as part of the U.S. crackdown on border security. Alberta is now planning to build a parallel road. And we are 1 month out from the tax deadline, and financial experts are encouraging people to avoid letting the deadline sneak up and to ensure you don't leave money on the table when you do file.
Keeping a folder or some type of a binder or a drawer where you could just put everything in and kind of keep track of your receipts, keep track of what happened throughout the year.
For those filing together, he says it's important to know who the larger earner is because shifting things like medical expenses or charitable donations can mean different things for different earners. The deadline to file is April 30th.
We are now just days away from the Artemis II mission blasting into space toward the moon.
So we've sent Artemis 1, which was an uncrewed spacecraft that had nobody on board, went around the moon and came back. That mission did not go as planned. There were some big surprises in terms of how the heat shield performed. So adjustments had to be made. It took a couple of years, but now we're ready for phase 2. And so this is Artemis 2. This is to send these 4 astronauts up around the moon and back and to test all the systems that are involved with that so that we can move on to Artemis 3 and then Artemis 4, which will be landing on the moon and walking around.
The Artemis II mission faced multiple delays in the lead up to the launch. The crew is expected to take off April 1st at 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time. This will be the first human moon mission in more than half a century, with the crew set to orbit around the moon, paving the way for a moon landing in 2028.
The Ottawa Charge picking up a huge 3 points in their push to make the PWHL playoffs.
There you go. Ottawa's Peyton Hemp gets her first career PWHL goal to extend the Charge's lead to 2-0 in the second. Now that would also be your final score.
Those 3 points will help Ottawa's playoff chances. With only 7 games remaining in the regular season, the Charge head back to the capital for their game next Wednesday against Toronto. So every point at this point matters so much. And, our team's 67's doing well.
Yes.
2-0 ahead in their season. The Sens playoff push continues. The Charge playoff push continues. So some exciting hockey happening right now in our city.
All on the ice, making for some great sport viewing and great for business as well, right? So
absolutely.
Good stuff indeed. And not a bad day today, but that's going to change.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Beautiful day to get outside, enjoy the nice warm weather. Temps right now sitting at 1, so we have warmed up slightly. Still feels closer to -2, -3 this hour. It's 0 in the Valley as well as in Kingston, -3 in Trenton. So it was a little bit cloudier earlier this morning. For the most part, we will see a mix of sun and cloud throughout your morning hours, then mainly sunny into the afternoon. Then overnight tonight, yes, we're expecting a mixture of rain and freezing rain. So overnight tonight, likely more rain, but we could see it shift to freezing rain tomorrow morning and then kind of off and on throughout the afternoon. This is tomorrow evening around 8 p.m. We are expecting bands of freezing rain to continue right through until Wednesday morning. As you can see, we're kind of on the cusp between freezing rain and rain, so we're expecting a real mixture. We could see 20 to 40 millimeters of rain in the forecast. also with some freezing rain. So we do have a special weather statement in effect because we are expecting this combination of rain, freezing rain. 20 to 40 millimeters of rain expected Tuesday in through Wednesday, mixed in with some freezing rain. The special weather statement extends through the Hawkesbury area, Cornwall, Smiths Falls, down in Brockville area as well, and out in the valley. So this is for Tuesday in through Wednesday. Today's recess forecast, gorgeous. Double-digit temperatures into the afternoon. So much sunshine to be enjoyed. 15 degrees is the high. We'll reach that later on this afternoon by about 1 p.m. Temperatures are same around the region. Double digits for everybody. Getting to see some beautiful temps today. 12 degrees in the valley, Bancroft, 13 for Trenton today, 12 as well in Petawawa, 14 for Gatineau, 15 for us here in Ottawa. 0 is that overnight low, and again, that rain, freezing rain starting overnight tonight, continuing into Tuesday and Wednesday. So we will see very slippery driving conditions over the next few days. 2 degrees is the high for Tuesday, 8 as we head into Wednesday. Freezing rain expected to last until Wednesday morning. It will clear up slightly into Thursday, but then we could see it mixed in with some snow. A few scattered showers on Friday with a high of 6. On your roads this morning, traffic is looking fairly decent. We're just starting to see your volume build in your usual slowdown spots. There's a look at some slowdowns right now. If you're heading eastbound on the 417, it's heavy from Richmond, Pinecrest, Woodruff, right through until Bronson this hour. Picks up slightly at Parkdale Avenue, but other than that, traffic is also a little bit heavier from the split into downtown this morning. So we are definitely seeing some slowdowns, but the good news is we are collision free.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers. 1-800-JUSTICE.
If you went missing and your kid had to describe you to the police, what description would raise more questions than answers? Here's Ashley and Gord from the morning pickup on Pure Country 94.
All right, so there's this new thing going around, this new trend where parents are supposed to ask their children, if I go missing and you need to give police a description, what are you telling them? Be prepared for pure honesty. Before I tell you how my daughter responded to this, because let me tell you, it was savage. I thought it'd be fun to ask someone who knows you very well, your ChatGPT.
Okay, yep.
If I go missing and you need to give police a description, what are you telling them? And ask it to be a little ruthless, like a little savage.
Okay, so here's what my ChatGPT said.
Okay.
Male, mid-30s, 5'11".
Hold on a second. How does it know your height?
It knows everything about me.
That's
it
very
knows
detailed.
A lot
okay.
about me.
Continue.
Fit build. All right. Thinning hair.
Oh.
Don't like that. Very talkative. If located, he will identify himself within 10 seconds without being asked.
Oh, okay. It does know you.
I mean, that's pretty on point.
What kind of things
do they have to do the thinning hair?
The thinning hair thing, that was a little savage.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I would say just as savage as my daughter's response to this question that I asked her the other day.
All right, so mommy goes missing and you need to give the police a description of what I look like. What are you going to tell them?
You have blonde hair, greenish blue eyes, that you have a big butt, and you're wearing PJs, and your PJs look like they don't match, and then you're wearing huge earrings without any makeup, and then your eyelashes are too small, and then your mouth is like kind of ripped, and then you have a big vein over here.
Okay, that should be good.
You look like you have red dots all over your face. Like the Demogorgon.
Yeah, she just compared me to the Stranger Things character. You know the one, right?
She so went for the jugular.
She's my bully. I created my bully.
Was cold halfway through.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you can listen to Ashley and Gord on the morning pickup weekdays from 6 until 10 a.m. only on Ottawa's Pure Country 94. And coming up, we're going to sit down with the Ottawa Little Theatre to discuss their latest production. It's a quirky, dark comedy that is sure to tickle your funny bone. Our guests are standing by in the CTV Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge. Here's a live look for a Centennial Glass sky cam this morning. Nice and sunny into the afternoon and very warm. A beautiful day on the way. 15 degrees is the high later on today. Currently sitting at 1, feels closer to -2. It is 7:45. Happy Monday. if you're looking for something a little different at the theater, Kimberly Akimbo is opening at the Ottawa Little Theater. It's a quirky, dark comedy about a teenager dealing with family chaos, first love, and a rare condition that makes her age 5 times faster than normal. Here with us today, we have Sam Van Dusen and Glennis Marshall, who are both in the play. Good morning to you.
Hello. Good morning.
Okay, this sounds like an interesting one. Can you kind of give me the details of what it's all about?
Absolutely. I think if you've ever been a young woman, and you're told that you have an old soul, you're so mature for your age, this one's really gonna hit.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's dealing with so many different things as well.
Yeah, it's it follows Kimberly, who's a young woman approaching her 16th birthday.
Okay.
She lives in this chaotic family in New Jersey. Her family's a bit of a mess, but she's also dealing with this kind of life-threatening disease. So she's juggling, this kind of coming of age, like she's meeting boys and stuff. Yeah. School, crazy parents.
Life-threatening disease,
all in the chaos of a wild
basic
family.
stuff.
And it's set in the 90s.
Yeah.
So tell me why this was important to be set in the 90s.
I think being in like an analog, more analog era, there's a tape recorder, there's a phone book, there's a radio, these fossils.
Yeah.
And, it isolates this family, and I think when we're that isolated, it puts more pressure on our relationships. There's no, Reddit Kimberly can go find other people with her disease.
No
Google.
She could connect with.
Yeah, exactly. Buddy can't invest in Bitcoin. We put more pressure on these relationships, and the expectations are higher. We have further to fall. Yeah. I think it really lends itself to the pressure cookerness of the play.
And then for people coming to watch, there's also that I was born in the 90s, so there's like that kind of nostalgic side to it. So it's fun to step back into that world and like the wallpaper and the costumes and the set's crazy.
You see like a tape recorder, you're like, oh my goodness, I remember when, right?
There's a lot of plaid.
Yeah, a lot of plaid.
Wear your plaid.
Okay, that's a lot of fun. Tell us about the family dynamics in the play as well.
Oh, well. The family here.
Yeah, so I think it's, they're all kind of going through their own struggles. Buddy, the character that I played, Buddy, who is Kimberly's dad, has his own demons that he's battling with, and I'll be the first to admit that he makes a lot of mistakes.
I don't think you're the first to admit.
Oh yeah, many people admit.
I think many people before. Admitted that about you.
But I think he kind of travels through the show, and he is really acting out of love for Kimberly and for his family, and they're just like they're trying to kind of make ends work, and they keep getting kind of pushed back, and they're trying to do the best that they can with the cards they've been dealt with. But it really is like the dynamic. There's a crazy aunt. There's people busting in through the door. It really is a chaotic show, but a lot of fun.
Okay, it sounds like it touches on so many different levels. There's so many different people.
There's people doing their best. There's people doing their worst.
Who do you play in the performance?
I play Aunt Deborah. She's an ex-con. She's been living in the woods for a while.
Okay.
The family purposefully left her in Secaucus and moved to Bogota to get away from her shenanigans.
Yeah, her past.
But she's found them again. How lovely.
Wonderful.
And so she's trying to rope Kimberly into her life of crime.
Yeah.
Okay. This is interesting.
Indeed.
A lot of layers.
I love it so
a lot of
much.
layers, yeah.
And it starts on April 1st if you want to go and check it out. Kimberly Akimbo. There's a nice little 16 there because she's turning 16.
Yep, 16th birthday, yep.
16th birthday. You can head online for more information and for ticket details as well.
Yeah,
and it runs right through until April
18th.
April 18th. So you have some time to go check it out. Well, thank you both for joining us here today. We truly appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
And have fun with this. It sounds like a good one.
It'll be fun.
Absolutely will.
I love it. Well, coming up here on Your Morning Ottawa, professional boxing returns to Ottawa on April 11th. We have all the details just ahead.
Ottawa's favorite cash contest is back, and it's big. Move 100's $50,000 Beat the Bank. 7 vaults. You decide how much to take home. Sound the alarm? You lose it all. Be listening weekdays for your chance to win.
Here are your milestones for this Monday, March 30th. Happy 8th birthday to Liam. Love from Mom, Leland, Robbie, Bella, Brandy, Papa, Helen, Aunt Sally, and Bernie. And we have to say a happy 52nd wedding anniversary to Carl and Marcia Schultz. Congratulations. If you have a milestone, celebrate it with us. Send us your birthday announcements for kids turning 13 and under, and for those turning 100 years or more, and wedding anniversaries for those celebrating 50 years or more. All you have to do is email us, ottawa.milestones@ctv.ca, and we will be sure to get your announcement on the air. Look at that nice looking shot of the downtown core there. Here's a live shot through our Skycam. It's going to be a fairly mild day. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa.
Far side pass, and it's an early shot. He scores!
It's Monday, March 30th.
Choppers usually come for a longer time. If you want to do the walks around the gallery and the Kiwiki Point, 3 hours might not be enough.
Big changes coming to one of the Byward Market's busiest parking garages, and the new rules are ruffling feathers.
They scored!
The Ottawa Charge picked up 3 points in their push for the PWHL playoffs.
Canada, mark your calendar. The NDP comeback starts now.
And the federal New Democrats have chosen their next leader. Avi Lewis will lead Canada's NDP. Your Morning Ottawa starts right now. Good morning to you just after 8 o'clock on your Monday. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edna.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and we have a beautiful day on the way, Rosie. Double-digit temperatures, lots of sunshine, and then some freezing rain. Yes, I said it. Freezing rain, unfortunately, tomorrow and through Wednesday. Full details coming up in a few minutes.
Okay, so we can enjoy today, but some inclement weather on the way. Thank you for that, Melissa. We're going to get to today's top stories. As of this morning, big changes are coming to how you can park at one of the largest parking garages in the Byward Market. The building at 70 Clarence Street is switching to a 3-hour pay and display system. The garage has parking for 290 vehicles plus 6 accessible spots. The changes come with mixed reaction from drivers and businesses.
That's terrible because I work at warehouse, and it's only 3 hours you can park here?
Choppers usually come for a longer time. If you want to do the walks around the gallery and the Kiwiki Point, 3 hours might not be enough.
I don't know why they decide, but that's not a good idea.
So we want to encourage people who want to park in the market, shop in the market, stay in the market, and eat in the market.
The move is part of a $200 million plan to revitalize the Byward Market and to encourage turnover for those visiting the area. The new system will also eliminate the morning special of $2 for anyone arriving after 6 a.m. and leaving before 11 a.m.
Tens of thousands of households in the city of Ottawa are set to have a new garbage day collection. The city's new curbside collection contract starts today. The collection day could change for about half of Ottawa's households. If your day changes, the new day will cover all of your waste collection, including garbage, recycling, and organic items. We have more information on our website at ctvnewsottawa.ca. It's an early start to construction season on some of Ottawa's key routes. As of today, a major closure is beginning on Woodruff Avenue, which will be fully closed until the fall between Richmond and Deschênes. Other projects starting soon include the new cycling infrastructure at Laurier and Elgin and continued work on Bank Street around Heron Road.
The federal NDP have chosen a new leader. Filmmaker and activist Avi Lewis won on the first ballot, beating out 4 other candidates in the race to replace Jagmeet Singh.
For 7 months of campaigning across this country and speaking to thousands upon thousands of Canadians, here's one thing I know for sure, and I want to say it out loud. Canada, mark your calendar. The NDP comeback starts now.
Lewis getting congratulations from supporters at the party's Winnipeg convention. The NDP was punished in last year's federal election, where they lost official party status. The 58-year-old former journalist takes over a party with just 6 seats in the House of Commons and says he will not seek immediate seat in the House. Prime Minister Mark Carney congratulating Lewis on being elected as NDP leader, writing, "As Prime Minister, I will always take a collaborative approach to how we build a stronger Canada, and I look forward to speaking about how we can work together to keep delivering Canadians."
We are 1 month out from the tax deadline, and financial experts are encouraging people to avoid letting the deadline sneak up on you and to ensure you don't leave money on the table when you do file.
Keeping a folder or some type of a binder or a drawer where you could just put everything in and kind of keep track of your receipts, keep track of what happened throughout the year.
For those filing together, he says it's important to know who the larger earner is because shifting things like medical expenses or charitable donations can mean different things for different earners. The deadline to file is April 30th. The Ottawa 67s have gotten off to a perfect start so far in the playoffs.
Whitehead shot, hits a stick in front, they bang away at it, they score!
Thomas Vandenberg scored his second of the game on the power play to put the 67s up 4-1 in the second. The Frontenacs would make it close, answering back with 2 goals in the third, but Ottawa would hang on, shutting the door on a potential comeback for the 4-3 win. Ottawa now takes a 2-0 series lead. They head to Kingston for Game 3 on Tuesday.
And continuing with sports, the Ottawa Charge picked up a huge 3 points in their push to make the PWHL playoffs.
They score!
Yeah, there you go. Ottawa's Peyton Hemp gets her first career PWHL goal to extend the Charge's lead to 2-0 in the second. Now, that would also be your final score. Those 3 points will help Ottawa's playoff chances with 7 games remaining in the regular season. The Charge head back to the capital for their next game on Wednesday against Toronto.
Exciting times. Some great hockey for us here in the city. We have the Charge making a playoff push. The Ottawa 67s are obviously up 2-0, and then the Sens still making their playoff push. So very exciting hockey here in our city.
I'm all here for it.
So am I. Unfortunately, we have a beautiful day today, and then it's going to be ended by potential freezing rain as we head into tomorrow. So a little bit of some messy weather on the way. Today's daytime high 15 degrees. Average is around 6 degrees, so we will be well above that into your afternoon. The sun will be up until about 7:28 p.m. this afternoon. 3 degrees right now, so we have warmed up a little bit from where we were sitting earlier this morning. 4 in Cornwall, Montreal. 1 out in the valley, so temperatures continuing to climb. Still a few clouds out there, mix of sun and cloud this morning with mainly sunny skies in through most of your day ahead. And then, yes, overnight tonight, we're expecting some rain. It will likely start off as rain and then shift to freezing rain tomorrow as temperatures are a bit colder into your day as we head into Tuesday. So we are expecting a freezing rain mixture over the next couple of days, mainly Tuesday in through Wednesday morning. You can see this is by Wednesday at 8 a.m. That's when things will start to clear out, and it will be cloudy into the rest of your day on Wednesday. So there is a special weather statement in effect because of this freezing rain. We could see 20 to 40 millimeters of rain in the forecast, mixed in with some freezing rain in there as well. So we could see ice buildup and ice accumulation on top of this freezing rain. So very slippery driving conditions for Tuesday. This will continue in through Wednesday, and you can see quite extensive right through Hawkesbury, Cornwall, Smith Falls, and out into the valley. Temperatures for today, beautiful, so get outside and enjoy it. 15 degrees is the high into your afternoon and double digits across the region. 12 in the valley for today, 14 in Gatineau, 15 for us here in Ottawa. 0 is that overnight low, so freezing rain loves temperatures between +1 and -1 and anywhere in between. 2 degrees is the high for tomorrow. That's why we will also see it mixed in with some rain into the afternoon. Up to 40 millimeters, so 20 to 40 millimeters of rain mixed in with freezing rain. -1 is the low overnight Tuesday. That's why we'll continue to see freezing rain overnight Tuesday and in through your early morning hours on Wednesday before it does clear up into the day ahead. Thursday, we could see some rain mixed in with some wet snow. Then Friday, a bit of sunshine Friday with a high of 6. Here's a live look at your time-saver traffic on your roads this morning. Traffic is looking still a little heavy. If you are heading out anywhere on the roads this morning, we're seeing volume eastbound on the 417, slow from Moody into Maitland. We're also seeing heavier volume westbound on the Queensway between Saint Laurent and Nicholas. Westbound on the 174, build up at 10th line in through Montreal Road, and the McDonald-Cartier Bridge is moving slowly. All other bridges are moving fairly well.
Coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa. Professional boxing returns to Ottawa on April 11th. We have all the details coming up next. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. Look at that, sun breaking through. It's going to be a fairly mild day today. It's Monday, 10 minutes after 8 o'clock. We'll be right back. Good morning, Ottawa. Okay, welcome back. United Championship Boxing returns to Ottawa Saturday, April 11th to the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino for a premier night of professional boxing. And joining us in studio is Adrian Davin Carrasco, known in the ring as ADC, and Tyler Buxton from United Boxing Promotions. Welcome to you both. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you first, Tyler, and then I'm going to get to you, ADC, and your career and what this upcoming fight means. But first off here, tell us about how this high-level boxing coming back to Ottawa, what does this mean?
I think it's an opportunity for guys like Adrian, obviously, to have a platform here in Ottawa. Our partnership with the Hard Rock Casino and their commitment to bring live entertainment, live sports to Ottawa has opened up this this opportunity for amateur guys from Ottawa that wanted to make the transition to become a pro and to start that journey right here in Ottawa.
You know, ADC, I'm thinking about your journey. I mean, we're talking Bolivia, Paris, and now you're here in Ottawa. How has the travels and your fights shaped the kind of fighter that you are today?
So it gives me a lot of experience. I've had over 50 amateur fights. I was ranked #1 in my country in Bolivia for a few years. Represented them in the highest level of amateur boxing. So it gives me really that experience and that confidence walking into my pro career, my debut in September, and now my second pro fight. So I'm ready to put on a show.
Let's talk about that, your debut pro fight where you won. It was a unanimous win. Take that now, that kind of a win, and what kind of confidence does that give you going into this fight?
It gives me confidence, but I'm not going to settle with it. We're still working, made some changes with my team. I came back to Ottawa because I was living in Toronto for a bit. Now it's a full Ottawa show that we're going to put on, so I'm really pumped for it.
Can you tell us about the bout and who you'll be fighting, what you're looking forward to?
So I'm fighting a guy whose name is Mario Esparza. He's coming all the way from Chile, which is fun because Bolivia actually has kind of a rivalry with Chile, so they stole our sea, so I'm coming back for that. I'm coming back for that, so it'll be fun. I know he's there to bring on a fight, so it'll be a good fight.
Okay, Tyler, can you talk about the level of competition at this boxing bout?
Yeah, we have a stack card right from the top to the bottom. We have the Canadian middleweight champion fighting the Irish middleweight champion in Craig O'Brien coming from Dublin to fight Sukhdeep Singh from Toronto. So as a main event, we also have Sarah Bailey returning, world champion. She should be on the co-feature. We have a Canadian cruiserweight title fight with Milad Zarian fighting Javon Blackstock out of Kingston. So we have a bit of a local battle. So it's an actual stack card, 7 bouts right from the top to the bottom. The actual start right away at 7:30. Doors open at 6:30. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster, and yeah, it's going to be a good night.
It's going to be a full slate. Like, we're talking a good, probably about 2 hours, right?
Probably closer to 3.
Yeah, probably closer to 3.
Yeah, depends on how many knockouts we have.
Yeah, exactly. With some high level bouts out there. That is really fantastic at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. What a wonderful venue. Are you excited to be fighting there at that venue?
Of course. Yeah. Honestly, there's a lot of boxers and professional boxers that would be wishing to be in a spot like I am. Fighting in such a beautiful venue in front of their own people. So really grateful for the opportunity.
Well, we're really glad that you can come on the show today. You still have, what is it, just under a couple of weeks left for training. So now it's just the finishing touches, ADC.
Yeah.
We are so wishing you all the very best in your bout coming up at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. That's happening on April 11th. And it's the United Championship Boxing in Ottawa. Thank you so much again to you, ADC, and to Tyler for coming on. Wishing you all the best. Thank you. All right, coming up next, we're going to hand it on over to Melissa.
And coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa, we are trying a mess-free Easter decorating trick. Stay tuned to see if you could try it at home as well with your littles. Here's a live look at our sky cam on George Street this morning. Lots of sunshine, a gorgeous day ahead. 15 degrees is your daytime high. Currently sitting at 3 this morning. It is 8:18. Happy Monday.
Prime Minister Mark Carney has been in office for nearly a year now, but his attendance in question period in that time has been sparse. Why don't we check in with Bill Carroll from the Morning Rush on News Talk 580 CFRA to get his opinion on this fact. Good morning to you, Bill.
Good morning. I watched the Junos last night and I thought, why is our Prime Minister presenting a Lifetime Achievement Award to one of the most important artists this country has ever created? What's he doing? Don't turn this into a political night. Go to question period. That's where we need you. Man, he is having a lot of fun with his job, traveling the world and showing up playing the celebrity. It reminds me of someone else, someone named Trudeau. Do you remember that? You know that Justin Trudeau showed up at question period much more often than Mark Carney does. He shows up about 1/3 of the time for question period. 1/3. Justin Trudeau was more like 45%, and Stephen Harper was in around 60% mark. So you don't see prime ministers show up for every single question period, but this prime minister, I think, needs to do a lot better at being accountable to the Canadian people, the public. It's like the House of Commons has no meaning anymore as part of our parliamentary system of government. It's just they're treating it with such disrespect. I find it frustrating and annoying. And I also think that Mark Carney just doesn't want to face Pierre Poilievre day in and day out because that's a tough customer. And maybe he's running away a little bit. But it's time he stopped doing that. He's been prime minister for a year. Show up.
Okay, but Bill, in fairness, who wouldn't want to sit beside Joni Mitchell at the Junos?
Yeah, I understand that. I was taken aback a little bit by her speech as well. I think she struggled a little bit, so I don't want to be too critical. But the idea of saying, what a great prime minister and how lucky you all are, I live in the United States. Well, she could move back to Canada at any time if things are that bad as well. So I wasn't buying it. Just the blatant politics of it all. That's not why I tuned into the Junos. And if I could just say before we wrap up, Rush with the surprise opening at the Junos,
that was great,
followed by some great performances. I was so impressed by the quality of Canadian music last night. It was a really great show.
Agreed there, Bill. Agreed. Thank you so much. Great to see you, Bill. Have a great show.
See you later.
And remember, you can listen to The Morning Rush with Bill Carroll on News Talk 580 CFRA weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m.
Well, it is Easter week, and we're going to kick off Monday with the classic dyeing your eggs, and we are going to try this mess-free method.
Add about a 1/4 cup of rice to a storage container or plastic Ziploc bag. Add about 10 or 15 drops of food coloring. Add in the hard-boiled egg. Shake, shake, shake. That's actually such a neat, splatter effect.
So it's quite easy. All you need is some dry rice, hard-boiled eggs, Ziplocs, and food coloring. And we have all of those things today, including some gloves. And Rosie, you've already started.
I just figured I'd start.
Okay, yeah.
Get a little head start here. So I put in the food coloring. I don't know. Just kind of squeezed it. And let's see. Shake that around.
Okay, I'm going to add mine.
Okay. Because I know food coloring, it's just so saturated, right, with color. So you probably don't have to pour too much in there, but there you go. Got a nice green happening here. But you do have to shake it around a little bit. Okay, so now I will try the sky blue. Put that in while Melissa mixes up hers. This time I put a little bit more, Melissa.
I figured
and I did
so.
just squeeze.
You know why I'm thinking you probably want more than less? Is because it's going to dye the rice to dye the egg.
There you go.
So if you don't put enough, it's only going to dye the rice.
It's not going to be enough.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
I think right away, just this process here,
it's fun.
I like this.
As long as you don't get the rice all over.
Yeah. Close it up. Make sure you close it up. You got little kids, you know, you put the rice in and then the dye and then you don't close it properly. Oh, yeah, there you go. Have a little fun time with the mess. But you know what? You close up that and shake it around. Now I put in the hard-boiled egg. So make sure the egg is hard-boiled because, you know, you don't want trouble there. And, oh, is it coloring already? No. Melissa, you're right. You need to put
quite a bit. Okay.
But I don't know. I just feel like the colored rice is beautiful. I think that that's the real story here, is the colored rice. Yeah.
Oh, mine's doing it. See?
There you go. There you go. Now mine is just like a nice little colored egg without the detail. You've got a bit of the detail, but I like this.
Oh, that looks pretty.
This is really nice.
That looks really
Okay,
beautiful.
so here's what I'm going to do. Melissa, I'll put this in the middle here, but you know what I like?
Ooh,
I'm just loving the rice. Look at this. Look at that. There you
I'm
go.
going to try and do two colors and see what happens.
Add that little
It
bit
could
of
either
decorative element there.
Or it's...
Yeah, there you go. I will put a little bit more because you are so right, Melissa.
Okay, this is nice now.
There you go. Are you doing it?
Yes.
You're mixing
okay.
the colors.
And look at this beautiful pink and purple speckled egg.
Ooh. And
see that? You got
virtually no mess. That's what parents love to hear.
I like the rainbow eggs.
But can I be honest? Can I just be honest and make a comment here?
Yeah.
With the price of food, do you really want to, you know, like all that rice gone? Now, can you still consume the rice after you've colored it?
I mean,
somehow?
it's edible dye,
right?
realistically.
So I guess so. I guess then you can have some
rice for dinner.
Pink rice. If you can, then I'm here for it. If not, then I'm like, you know what, just, you know.
Yeah.
But this is fun. I love yours.
Yeah.
That is so much fun. All right. Melissa's going to finish up her decorating. And listen, it is Easter week. And we are highlighting some unique Polish traditions and food. Justina Borowska is here from Vidal, Touch of Europe, and she's going to show us how it's done in Poland. We cannot wait to see that. She's coming up after the break. Here's a live look through our Skycam. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. We'll be right back. Good morning, 8:30. Welcome. We're so glad you could start your day with us. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and Will is away for today, and we are having so much fun doing Easter crafts, which was great. It was nice to have like a little mess-free way to decorate some eggs. And coming up, you're going to have a taste of Wedel coming up with some Polish, decadent, delicious eats.
Yes.
And I'll also have some Easter wine. So Easter theme kind of continues today.
It's 8:30, so I'm getting hungry.
Yes.
You're mentioning food, so there you go. Right on time,
up.
indeed. Absolutely. All right, we're going to start off today with your top headlines. As of this morning, big changes are coming to how you can park at one of the largest parking garages in the Byward Market. The building at 70 Clarence Street is switching to a 3-hour pay and display system. The garage has parking for 290 vehicles plus 6 accessible spots. The changes come with mixed reaction from drivers and businesses.
Hopefully it can get more people into the parking garage, people coming to do their shopping, and then, you know, leaving more quickly to make more room.
I usually have 8-hour shifts, so it's kind of inconvenient for me because I'd have to move my car.
I personally think it's a very bad idea for like people who are working here. It will bring some issue. They will have no parking.
The move is part of a $200 million plan to revitalize the Byward Market and to encourage turnover for those visiting the area. The new system will also eliminate the morning special of $2 for anyone arriving after 6 a.m. and leaving before 11 a.m.
Tens of thousands of households in the city of Ottawa are set to have a new garbage collection day. The city's new curbside collection contract starts today. The collection day could change for about half of Ottawa's households. If your day changes, the new day will cover all of your waste collection, including garbage, recycling, and organic items. We do have more information on our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. It's an early start to construction season on some of Ottawa's key routes. As of today, a major closure is beginning on Woodruff Avenue, which will be fully closed until the fall between Richmond and Deschênes. Other projects starting soon include new cycling infrastructure at Laurier and Elgin and continued work on Bank Street around Heron Road.
The federal NDP have chosen a new leader. Filmmaker and activist Avi Lewis won on the first ballot, beating out 4 other candidates in the race to replace Jagmeet Singh.
For 7 months of campaigning across this country and speaking to thousands upon thousands of Canadians, here's one thing I know for sure, and I want to say it out loud. Canada, mark your calendar. The NDP comeback starts now.
Lewis getting congratulations from supporters at the party's Winnipeg convention. The NDP was punished in the last year's federal election, where they lost official party status. The 58-year-old former journalist takes over a party with just 6 seats in the House of Commons and says he will not immediately seek a seat in the House. Prime Minister Mark Carney congratulating Lewis on being elected as NDP leader, writing, "As Prime Minister, I will always take a collaborative approach to how we build a stronger Canada, and I look forward to speaking about how we can work together to keep delivering for Canadians."
Air Canada CEO Michael Rousseau will retire by the end of the third quarter this year. He has worked with the country's largest airline for nearly 2 decades in senior leadership roles. The company's board announced this decision this morning, noting Rousseau will stay in the top job and continue serving on the board until his departure.
We are now just days away from the Artemis II mission, blasting into space toward the moon.
We've sent Artemis 1, which was an uncrewed spacecraft that nobody on board, went around the moon and came back. That mission did not go as planned. There were some big surprises in terms of how the heat shield performed. So adjustments had to be made. It took a couple of years, but now we're ready for phase 2. And so this is Artemis 2. This is to send these 4 astronauts up around the moon and back, and to test all the systems that are involved with that, so that we can move on to Artemis 3 and then Artemis 4, which will be landing on the moon and walking around.
The Artemis II mission faced multiple delays in the lead up to the launch. The crew is expected to take off April 1st at 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time. This will be the first human moon mission in more than half a century, with the crew set to orbit around the moon, paving the way for a moon landing in 2028.
Pamela Anderson is keeping it real in a new ad campaign.
They look lifeless. Give them a little personality. Add freckles, rosy cheeks, bend her knees a bit. Can you make them look like real friends? Like they don't have to perform for each other. I don't know, like if they're about to...
Okay, so this is for the clothing brand Aerie. It's called the 100% Aerie Real campaign and promotes the company's stance against the use of AI models.
Anderson can be heard giving prompts to an AI program, trying to create realistic models before it shows herself and other real models. It ends with Anderson saying, "You can't prompt this."
All right,
Love
Pamela
that.
Anderson.
She's all about the realness lately,
Yeah.
right? She's been going makeup free for quite some time, and she just looks stunning.
Just wowing the red carpet at first. It's like, where's your make? Oh, that's your face. And you look beautiful without the
stunning.
makeup.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I love that she's just embracing all aspects of the realness. So love that campaign. Very cute.
Very nice indeed. And I'm loving your forecast for today.
Yes, not for tomorrow. You notice we're not talking about tomorrow and love because there's nothing to love about it. But today is beautiful. It will be nice and sunny and very, very warm into the afternoon. So at least we have a gorgeous day for your Monday. Unfortunately, your Tuesday is not looking great. Still a little cloudy out there, but sunny sunny and warm into the afternoon, and then yes, that freezing rain is on the way overnight tonight and into your day tomorrow. So enjoy the next, 24 hours until we head to that freezing rain. 3 degrees is where we're sitting right now. So these are current temperatures. Already 9 degrees in Brockville, so quite warm in Brockville this morning. No wind chill out there in the forecast this morning, which is great news. So it actually feels like 3 degrees. We will see a mix of sun and cloud this morning with sunshine into the day ahead. So a beautiful sunny day. It will warm up quite a bit. Then after midnight tonight, that's when we're expecting rain in the forecast. Likely rain at start, and then tomorrow afternoon and into the evening, that's when we will likely see more freezing rain, but still a risk of it in the morning. See, this is tomorrow morning at 9. You can see we're kind of right on the bubble between the green and the pink. The pink, of course, is freezing rain. The green is rain. So we really could see a mixture into your early morning hours tomorrow, then into your afternoon, but likely more freezing rain on the way throughout the late part of your day Tuesday into your early morning hours on Wednesday. Regardless, it will be messy Tuesday and through Wednesday. We could see up to 40 millimeters of rain of accumulation, so 20 to 40 millimeters of rain on top of that with some freezing rain accumulation. So a special weather statement in effect. We could even see this change to a freezing rain warning tomorrow as we approach this system, but the verdict is still out whether we will see a freezing rain warning or if it will just stay as a special weather statement, but we will likely see that mixture of freezing rain into your day tomorrow. So messy weather on the way Tuesday, which will continue into Wednesday morning. Today, beautiful. These are your daytime highs for your afternoon, way above average. Normal for this time of the year is around 6 degrees. We will reach a high of 15 this afternoon. Same within Kemptville, 13 for Trenton, Kingston area, 14 in Cornwall for today. The valley will hover around 12 degrees into the afternoon, 14 over in Montreal. Over the next couple of days, it won't be as warm as it is today, so it's the beautiful, sunny, warm day. Enjoy it. 0-0 overnight low. 2 degrees for tomorrow. Freezing rain into the morning, right through until Wednesday morning. That's when it should clear up, mixed in with some rain. So we will see a freezing rain combination Tuesday and through Wednesday morning. Clearing up then late in the morning on Wednesday. Cloudy skies with some scattered showers into the afternoon. Thursday, we could see some rain mixed in with some wet snow. Still staying quite mild throughout most of the week. It will be warmer than colder throughout this work week as we head into Friday. Finally, a little bit of sunshine.
Weather brought to you by Yeggendorf Rashid. Experience, knowledge, and a commitment to excellence.
Your roads still this morning, eastbound on the 417, slowdowns at Moody and through Maitland. We're also seeing brief slowdowns westbound on the Queensway between Saint Laurent and Nicholas this morning. Westbound on the 174, build up at 10th line in through Montreal Road.
Here we are in your morning kitchen with Justina Borowska from Vedo Touch of Europe, and we are going to talk about celebrating Easter Polish style and all the different traditions that are associated with the great country of Poland. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm loving this spread, this setup. You're going to explain to us here a typical Easter celebration via Poland. How does it work?
Exactly. Thank you so much for having me. So yes, in Poland, of course, full of food, full of flavors, all homemade food. We're starting Saturday to go to the church and bless our fruit. So Sunday morning, we start actually our Easter with the blessed food. We share it with the whole family, and we wish them all the best for future months. And after, what is in the basket?
Yeah, what's in the basket
so you
there?
have a bread, you have eggs, you have a ham, sausage, salt, and every single piece of that basket represents something. So give you strength, give you health, and everything perspective in the life.
It's a blessing, right? To have a basket of food.
Absolutely,
right?
on the table.
So you're giving thanks for that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And after you start the meal, breakfast. Actually, this is your breakfast.
Really?
Yes, sour soup. So
sour soup, okay.
Rye bread base.
So good for you.
With full of flavors, white sausage, boiled eggs, smoked sausage, vegetable, a lot of garlic, and you eat that with the bread.
Isn't that something? The aroma is so layered. You can tell this food is rich in flavor.
That's it. Keeps you warm, keeps you healthy, or very amazing ingredients, all homemade.
Okay.
And of course, all the homemade hams and sausage. Easter is all about the sausage, smoked meat.
Okay.
However, eggs as well. So all is a mixture. Exactly. White sausage with the horseradish, beets, beet salad. After you have a vegetable salad, all root vegetable mixed with the mayo, eggs, dill pickles, and everybody's just sharing it.
You know what I love is that, yes, there's a lot of meat, but there's also a lot of vegetables.
Absolutely. Eggs, vegetables, pickles. You have a mushroom pickle, you have the dill pickles, everything on the table, and you just share it with your love.
Okay, and I want to ask you, because this beautiful display here, I noticed the colored Easter egg. Is that a thing in Poland?
This is
well?
mass, exactly. This is, we use vegetables. This is, for example, red onion. This is hibiscus. Yeah, this is beets. So we
the
actually,
color, right?
Yes,
yeah.
and we do that Saturday or Friday with all your family kids, and
this is
you just put all the pisanki on the table as well.
Okay. All right. So we talked about the vegetables and the meat, and now we're getting to the sweetness
the best
of it
part.
all.
This is the queen, sernik. So a cottage cheese cheesecake made from real tvarog.
What is tvarog?
Tvarog is a white cheese, farmer cheese, full of protein, full of, is a bit thicker. And you can actually get it at the shop if you like to bake yourself. Your real German Polish cheesecake. This is where you can find it. Mazurek, walnut layer cake. Sweet, very rich.
Yeah, that's beautiful. The decorative element as well. That's
it's all
gorgeous.
about the details.
So you don't even need a huge piece because it's so rich, right?
Something to give you that tradition, that flavor. Poppy seed strudel. So cake with the poppy seeds, raisins, and so on. And the babka. So this is actually cake in the shape of the lamp. So yes.
Okay. So Justyna, in Poland, when we're celebrating Easter, is the big day? Is it Friday? Is it Saturday, Sunday, or is it Monday? How does it work?
So we started on a Saturday with the
Saturday. You started.
Exactly. It's a very busy day, chaotic in any Polish house. You go to the church. Usually the smallest one goes to the church, bless the food, and bring it home.
And that's on
a Saturday.
And
Exactly.
then
Sunday morning, we go, of course, to the church. 6:30 or 6 o'clock. We start the day. And after, when you are back, you start with your basket, with the very rich breakfast.
So the big meal, the real dining is breakfast.
Absolutely.
On the Sunday, Easter Sunday.
Exactly. And then Monday is another tradition. Is that when I was a child, I was scared to go outside because all the boys been there splashing the water all over you. So we call that śmigus dęgus. Yes.
And that's on
Monday. That is on Monday. Exactly. You wake up and it's for your luck to put a bit of water on you. Or a perfume. Some of the tradition was like a, spraying
You're always
the perfume.
teaching us something new here. I love this, Justyna. Thank you so much for coming by, showing us how we celebrate Easter in Poland. And if you want any of these meats or beautiful items, you can go to
Wedel Touch of Europe. I have 2 locations, one at the Bayreuth Market and one at the Westboro. So very near all the traditional food, and is amazing.
Oh, it looks absolutely scrumptious. You are open this weekend. We are loving what you have there, what you have on display. It's such a beautiful, colorful store. It's a celebration of European culture. Mainly, we're looking at as well Polish culture and food. Loving it. Thank you so much, Justyna. You're such a joy to come on this show. Thank you so much. Melissa, but first off, if you know of a great chef or restaurant you think we should feature on the show, let us know. Email us, yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. And here's a live look at our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. Nice sunny start to your day. It's going to be fairly mild as well. 8:46. We are back. Just a few minutes. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, I'm Sanaya Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barrhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barrhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford dealership, and Ontario's #1 Ford EV dealer.
Hey. CTV and TSN 1200 want you to be the Myers Automotive Group Team of the Week.
Your team could win $1,000 for new equipment, tournament fees, or an incredible team party.
Shoot us a quick video, upload it at ctvottawa.ca. Whether it's hockey, ringette, choir, band, or any team in between. Each week, the winning team will join us live in studio at CTV Ottawa at 6 to claim their prize.
Enter today for your chance to be Myers Automotive Group Team of the Week.
Well, the Easter long weekend is almost here, and if you're looking for the perfect bottle of wine for your Easter dinner, Natalie McLean is here with her picks of all the best ones that you can grab this weekend. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Melissa. All right.
I love that we have some great ones here.
Come for the bunnies, stay for the bottles.
Come for the bunnies, stay for the bottles. That's
jump
super
right
cute.
in.
Let's do it.
Jumping
okay,
in
tell me
right
about
here
this
in
one.
Ontario with the Inniskillin Niagara Estate Pinot Noir. Ooh. This is a beautiful wine. It's a true field blend Pinot, meaning they take the best fruit from 6 different vineyard sites across Niagara, and each one contributes something different to the wine. So it's like a geographical group hug in a glass.
Beautiful.
Feel free to try the Inniskillin Niagara Estate. Now in the glass you get these sort of dark berries lifted by spice and vanilla and a long floral note on the finish. So good. Wow, I can imagine this.
Ooh,
isn't that
very
great?
Nice. Yeah, fresh.
Imagine that with like Easter ham or turkey. It's just $18.95 in the LCBO.
It's very light, too,
yeah,
which is nice.
It's great. It's perfect.
I love that. Okay, moving on.
To Oyster Bay Chardonnay from New Zealand in the premier growing grape region, grape growing region of Marlborough. And this has earned the nickname the world's coolest Chardonnay because somewhere, someone on the planet enjoys a glass of Oyster Bay every single second.
Really?
Yeah, it's that popular. It's amazing. So it's the #1 premium selling Chardonnay in Canada, New Zealand's largest export. So we can give that one a try if you like.
And how would you serve this one? Is this one chilled?
Chilled in a white wine glass, beautiful. And you know, on the nose, oh my gosh, you get this green apple snap, some freshness. Half of it is aged in French oak barrels, so it has this creaminess without taking away from the freshness. So I can imagine this on your Easter table, say, like with quiche omelets or bagel and lox.
Oh, I love it. Okay, we have about 2 minutes left.
Okay, so the Stella and Mosca Cananao de Sardinia.
Oh, wow.
Founded in 1899 by 2 Vietnamese entrepreneurs who took wild scrubland on the island of Sardinia and transformed it into one of Europe's largest vineyard estates.
I love that.
Isn't that great?
Story.
So you can give it a try.
Yes. And so how is this one different than the Pinot? What are we looking for?
So it's far more full-bodied.
Yeah, you can tell, and you can smell it right away,
The dark
right?
spice, and Reserva on the label means it's had extra aging, so it layers in, you know, more spice, more leather on top of that bright cherry fruit.
Spice,
you know, and there's beautiful sun-ripened fruit on Sardinia's rugged coastal soils. It's only $19.95 at the LCBO, so it's a real great find. So.
Okay, that smells
I love that.
beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
And last
wow.
but not least, this bottle is stunning. We have
Isn't
about a
that
minute
pretty?
left.
So
Gorgeous.
there's flowers on the back.
I love the little lid. Like,
Isn't
that's
that cute?
So cute?
So Tread Softly is an Australian winery with a conscience. And yours is here, their Pinot Grigio. They are bottled in light white glass, certified sustainable, and for every 6 bottles they sell, they plant a tree. They've planted more than 3.2 million trees.
Wow.
The equivalent of taking 50,000 cars off the road. They're working now to plant in Canada with Forests Canada. The Pinot Grigio is this light lifted style.
It's beautiful.
That it feels like finally opening a window after winter. It's just crisp and refreshing.
I love that. That's like my type of wine.
It's so
light but
good.
refreshing.
Low alcohol.
Okay,
and
I
now
love
they
that too.
also have the Pinot Noir.
Okay.
Which has this, silky cherry notes.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. And you know, it's light enough as a red to be a chillable red wine, like slightly chillable red wine for summer.
Yeah.
But these bottles are only $15 in the LCBO, so they make a great Easter gift to yourself. I just love this.
And the nice thing is they also look beautiful if you're at a hostess gift. Like this, the
I know,
bottle
look
is
at that.
so stunning itself in the
my
packaging.
gosh.
It's so cute.
It's beautiful. And lightweight glass, I mean, it's you're pouring with a conscience.
Perfect. Thank you, Natalie, for joining us today.
right.
Of course, you can head to your website for more information.
NatalieMcLean.com.
All these great, delicious
All right.
Easter wines. Thank
Cheers,
you for joining
Melissa.
us today. Cheers.
All right.
Happy Easter to you.
Happy Easter.
We'll be right back.
All right, well, that is all for us today. Melissa, we can have a great warm day today, right?
Absolutely. Beautiful. 15 is the high. Freezing rain for tomorrow.